Hello and welcome to this how to play video for So Says Japan. Today we'll be using the food and drink edition of this game, but these rules apply to any edition of this game, including work and play, friends and family, and weird and wacky. Inside the box of So Says Japan you will find a deck of 52 cards, plus 3 language cards for students to use during the game, and a rule book, those are the rules, with a board on the back. But the board is also available on our website to print out in a larger format. We don't need a box, so bye-bye box. These are the language cards that you can pass out to students so they can feel comfortable playing the game. So how do we play So Says Japan? Basically, one person will be the question asker each round. The question asker will draw a card and keep it secret. But this is going to work for our play video, so I'm going to show the card to you. In this case, the card says, "What is your favourite vegetable?" It is now up to the question asker to present a question to the other people playing the game on which they will bet to score points. This is how it works. I will read the question to the other people playing the game. The question is, what is your favourite vegetable? Then I will tell the answers to everyone else playing the game. People answered cucumber, onion, cabbage, tomato, potato. It doesn't matter what order you say them in. In fact, it's a good idea to mix them up. You'll see why in a second. Now I will say that 16% of people answered potato, and that this was in second place. Now I will ask everybody, what percentage of people do you think said tomato? At this point, the other players will place a series of bets. You will need 3 coins, cubes, any item you want for each player of the game. We have 3 blue and 3 yellow. We're going to assume there's 2 other people playing the game. Now remember that the players cannot see this card. They only know the answers and that potato was 16%. They were asked, what percentage of people do you think said tomato? Blue's going to bet first and say that he thinks less people said tomato was their favourite vegetable. He's also going to bet that tomato was in 3rd place. And finally, he's going to bet that 11 to 20% of people said tomato. Then yellow player's going to bet. She's going to bet that tomato was higher than potato, that more people like tomatoes than potatoes. She's also going to bet that around 41 to 50% of people said that they like tomato, and she's going to bet that tomato is in 1st place. Fantastic. Now the question asker reveals the card. Wow, what a shocking result. I bet you didn't see that coming. Now we can work out the score. The yellow player has scored 1 point here because they guessed that it was higher than potato. Also, the yellow player has scored 2 points here because they guessed that tomato was in 1st place. Finally, the most difficult question. Blue is not going to score here because they guessed tomato was 11 to 20%, but yellow also was correct here and guessed that tomato was between 41 and 50%. This means that yellow has scored the maximum amount of points they can in a round. 1 point here, 2 points here, and 3 points here, putting them on 6 points, leaving blue yet to score. For argument's sake, let's say that blue had said higher here. That means they would have scored 1 point, and the difference would have been so big. Play continues like this with the question asker changing every round until one player or one team has reached 50 points, at which point the game will end. Of course, you can play to a different point total, or you can play to a set number of questions. For example, today we're going to do 10 questions, and whoever has the most points after 10 questions is the winner. All of the cards in this deck look like this, and you play them in the same way, except from time to time you will get a bonus question. On a bonus question card, you will play the round as normal, but then you will present a bonus question. In this case, the bonus question is ketchup or mayo. Players are trying to guess which one was the most popular answer out of these 2 choices. Now, this is where it gets fun. Yellow player is going to guess that ketchup was the top answer, and they're going to bet 3 points for this. The blue player is also going to guess ketchup, but they're going to guess 5 points. Now, they're both correct, so yellow scores 3 points for their guess, while also blue player gains 5 points for their guess. If any of the players had bet mayo, they would have lost the amount of points they had bet. The bonus questions add a bit of fun to the game and also can speed it up if things are getting a little bit slow. The deck contains 52 cards like this that create debate and interesting conversation between the players, while also having the game element of trying to score the most points by knowing what their fellow Japanese people think of certain topics. All of the questions in this game were surveyed from Japanese people aged 18 to 30, and over 100 people were surveyed for this game in the year 2018. So it's very up to date. It's a great game, and actually the cards can be used for multiple purposes other than this game. If you have any questions, feedback or comments, please go to tanukigames.com and email us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.